We are using primer for the eyes now, so we're evening out our lids. When you're working it through, you kind of push it and press it onto the skin. If you can look straight in front of you. We are setting now the cream contour with the dry one. Depending on how a person does the makeup, sometimes we really like to lean a lot on our faces. So I prefer to do most of it first before I start to set the cream products. I will be using clusters, not strip lashes. Usually lashes will come off together with the makeup removal. It's more about the eye position. After your lashes are applied and you start to do the mascara, mascara actually helps to blend own lashes. Right. Do you have anything on your face at the moment?
No, just I put some sun cream on this morning.
Okay. I'll feel a bit cold at first. Do you have any skin allergies or skin sensitivities?
Not really, just like a few spots.
But when it comes to makeup products, you didn't experience any reactions before?
No, never.
Good. This is the lip balm, so normally you would start the makeup from a proper skin preparation for it. That's what will help the product last on the skin and look flawless. Lips are quite often skipped, but if you want the lipstick to look good, it is best to moisturize the lips very first thing before you start the makeup. And then by the time you finish everything else on the face, all the hydration went in, if there is any excess left, you just remove it and then put the lip product on. We are using 2 different types of primer, as you do have skin more on a combination side. So we want to mask the areas that has slightly larger pores where normally the oil will come out. And then around these areas we are actually applying hydrating primer. If you can turn your face a bit to me. Great. You have a very fair skin tone, so foundation wise we're going to be going quite light. Also going to match first just to see what will look good.
Is it quite hard to like match the shades on people?
I don't find it hard, to be honest. It's if you know your kit and if you know how to correctly match someone's skin tone to the foundation, then it should not be an issue. But also the lighting plays a big role. That's the reason why sometimes it's quite hard to match the foundation in the shops, as they have ceiling light, which transfers on a face quite inaccurately and creates the shadows and changes the tone. When we do the makeup, it's best to have direct light into the face. That creates almost no shadow. And then we match at the bottom of the face where the chin is. Turn your face a bit to me. Because there is a little gap between our face and the lower part of the neck. And this gap normally doesn't get tanned at all, as it doesn't catch any sun, as our face covers it. So when we matching foundation, if chest and face are very different shades, we try to find either a shade in between of chest and face, or we decide whether we want to go lighter on the face, if for example face is more tan and the body is lighter, or we are going for more tan look and then we bring the foundation down the neck as well. If you turn your face this way. And we're going to face forward. turn a little bit onto me.
I always find it really hard to do like the contouring and stuff.
What do you find hard about it?
I think because like my skin's quite pale, if I use the wrong kind of brown or like warm tones, it just kind of stands out a bit too much. So yeah, I look a bit silly if I don't do it right.
Do you use powder products or you use cream products for it?
In the past I used powder.
What about now?
And now I just don't use it.
Okay. You might find creams a bit easier to work with. No. You can look up for me. Do you normally wear makeup?
For day to day, no, just sun cream. And if I do make up myself, like on the weekends, it's really simple. Which is why it's like really fun when I actually get it done, because I can see how I look with lots of makeup on.
And if you can look down for me.
Do most people like go after the same kind of looks, or do you get like a lot of requests for like big smoky glam stuff? Or?
Today was the day of the big smoky glam. Awesome. Today was that day. For the eye makeup, the sample that you've sent was more like of a matte eye look.
Okay.
Is that something you would like to stick for today, or would you like to? Yeah.
Yeah, sure. I just thought the picture was really pretty.
I mean, we can improvise. I'm just asking what's going to be your sort of preference.
Yeah, I think I liked the style of that, but to be honest, when it comes to makeup, I'm so, like, especially for this channel, like, I just like trying new things out.
And we can make that a bit more interesting and a bit more eveningy, maybe like adding a bit more sparkles to it or something like that.
Yeah,
That would be very nice.
What's the most popular look you get booked for?
Oh, well, it's funnily enough, it's one of the pictures on my profile and a pinned one. It's the sample that I repeatedly got sent from my work. which is like soft glam matte eye makeup with a really thin eyeliner, which was done actually for Maid of Honor on a wedding. But I repeatedly get that sent as an example and be like, can you do something like that for me? So we are using primer for the eyes now, so we're evening out our lids both color-wise and texture-wise. It is important to make sure that all the primer is evenly applied and doesn't have any creases, as itself, due to its sticky nature, if you're going to start to apply any powder product on top and the primer wasn't even, it'll make it much harder afterwards to blend anything that you put on top and end up with blotchy eyes. And I do hope that I don't cover you too much at the same time. While the primer is getting set, we can also set the eyebrows in place the way how we would want them to be.
Is this a gel?
It is a gel. This one is quite a thick one, so it's not an actual liquid, it's more like a pomade. It's from Anastasia Beverly Hills, which is like brow wax. You can turn your face a bit onto me. Right. When you're working it through, you kind of push it and press it onto the skin, so the style gets glued. And we'll leave it to set before we do the next step on it. Well, I think it will be much easier for me to do it from the knees at this point, without moving onto the eyes.
Yeah, it's like the right eyeline.
Mm-hmm. That's the thing.
I really like your earrings, by the way.
Oh, thank you. They have only one thing, which is not really cool about them. They're heavy.
Ah, yeah, the big ones are heavy, aren't they?
And if you open your eye for me. And if you're gonna look down. If you can look straight in front of you. Right. I'm gonna look down now again. If you can close your eye for me. If you can open. And I'm gonna look down. If you can look straight for me. Great. You're gonna look down.
Do you have a favorite kind of makeup to do?
I do like makeup for the experimenting part of it. So there isn't one specific look that I would say, oh, that's my favorite. I do like when there is a room for experiment and try something. Quite often when I work with my clients as well, I'm just being asked to do what you think would work, what suit me, or what suit the occasion. That's also where I feel that creativity. Obviously as well do like and do want to hear what person like, dislike, how they envision the look. But sometimes it goes to complete do what you think would work.
I guess everyone is so different as well, each person.
I would say yes. But makeup is also all about feeling confident in yourself at the end with that. much foundation do you use?
I use a BB cream. It's like a Korean one. It's got quite good coverage. So.
But Korean cosmetics is great. Loved by many for a reason.
I had some Korean makeup done recently. It was so much fun, like seeing the differences in how they apply it and stuff.
I bet that was a really cool experience.
Yeah, it's fun.
Can you turn your face a bit to me?
I think each person like learns a different way, right? And it's really fun hearing their tips and trying them out. Do you have any tips for people watching about like how to improve how they can apply their makeup at home at all?
If you don't have brushes yet, get brushes. So many ladies are not using brushes at all. And then when it comes especially for them eye makeup, the brushes gives precision. You can obviously use eyeshadow sticks and then try to blend it with the fingers. But having even like a simple set of brushes will always elevate the look further. And don't forget to clean the brushes. That's another thing.
Oh, that's true.
Open your eyes and look at me. I believe some people just don't know that nothing really changes even if you do the makeup just for yourself. The brushes still needs to be cleaned from time to time as a part of just being dipped into the makeup gonna look up. They also just by standing they're exposed to the environment and collecting all the dust that flies around. I had a conversation with my client earlier on today. She has a favorite red lipstick, but it stains really badly the lips and then the brush because the applicator is too big. And I gave her the tip that she didn't know about. Everything which has like a strong grip with brushes or skin can really easily be removed by using just micellar water. Because when you try to clean up even like let's say foundation brush, the product gets very tacky and it kind of still sticks to bristles of the hairs. But if you're gonna dip the brush first into micellar water and just make it run, micellar water gonna break the product down and will make it much easier to come off. And also, building the makeup skill is all about the practice. It's all it takes is just start to try, learn own face. If you're not planning to do it as a makeup artist, you just learn your face and you practice. That's how you get better. That's how you start to draw eyeliners, do smoky eyes, perfect red lips. It's not that, it's a wizard magic. It's all about the skill. You can look down for me even more on the side. We're gonna look down now. It is the same for the contour as when you look at someone else doing the contour, you look how the person does it on their, we're gonna look down on their face shape. So if you want to try to learn how to do the contour, you don't look just onto every single person. You try to find someone, for example, who has very similar face shape.
It makes so much sense.
Because we don't have the same face shapes. We're all very different.
Is it quite hard then when you see someone's face for the first time? You kind of have to work out which bits to emphasize or vice versa?
Again, for the makeup artist, I personally do really like what I do. So despite that, I do have 9 years of professional experience. I'm gonna look up. I still continue to learn, but some of the processes are definitely easier for me because I do not feel that burning thinking process of what should I do with that face type or eye type. I just feel like I get it from the start. And I prefer, when I do the makeup, I prefer to not rush things. I've been told before that, oh, like, why does the makeup take about an hour? That's what helps us to make it as a relaxed experience, which allows us time to also, throughout the process, see what's enough, what needs to be adjusted, what needs to be added, what needs to be removed sometimes. As we do not go full makeup every day, neither do I. But when we get the makeup artist to do it, normally we want something that we don't either know how to do ourselves, or we want to try something new. And it requires time. Sometimes for clients, it also just requires time to settle with the look. Because if you never wear smoky eyes, but you have a black tie event and you really want a smoky eye with a black dress, you might not immediately feel comfortable with it. So you need time and see how the process is going to get used to the look even throughout the creation process.
I guess a lot of people aren't used to seeing themselves with really black, dark makeup on the eyes.
Yeah, and it's interesting that it is often asked, but it's not always that person actually afterwards is able to really get used to it. And again, as I said, getting the makeup done is also quite a lot of like confidence at the end. So if something doesn't work, if something feels too much off, another tip, please don't be silent. Talk to your makeup artist. They usually very happy to adjust things while they are there. It is much harder to do so when they already left the building.
I guess bridal makeup is one of the few makeups where you kind of see it once beforehand and then recreate it, but most other makeup, it's on the day you're seeing something new and you don't know what that's going to be, and if you don't say something, it's not going to change because you're working on it together, I guess.
We are setting now the cream contour with the dry one. So depending on how a person does the makeup, sometimes we really like to lean a lot on our faces. So I prefer to do most of it first before I start to set the cream products, to make sure that at the end it's, again, very smooth and clean canvas. So all the areas that we want with the cream contour, we are setting now with dry one, because the eyes now require only lashes and mascara, and we can start to bring the tone of the face all together now as well, to see if there is anything we want to add more onto the eyes, or we are happy with the amount of intensity of color that we have already. Have you had lashes applied before?
Yeah.
Good. I will be using clusters, not strip lashes. These do look much more natural, and they do stay very well, so they do not move. And then at the end of the day, they are also very easy to remove from the eye. Usually lashes will come off together with the makeup removal.
Okay.
And if it doesn't, you just pull lightly the lashes that got a stronger grip out, and that would be it. We will be looking down now. If you can find just like a spot where you can fix your eyes onto. You can blink, that's absolutely fine. It's more about the eye position. Could you look straight for me for a moment? Yeah, we're gonna look down again. Clusters are much harder to do on yourself, but still possible. I do like them more when it comes to wearing makeup for the whole day event, as they are much lighter than the strip lashes and gives ability to create different shapes on the eye and also different depth, volume. Work straight for me. I'm gonna look down again. But at the same time, when they are nicely blended with mascara at the end, they get very seamless. So it's very hard to tell that you're wearing any lashes on. They are not that obvious that they're extensions, which is another reason why I really like them. Because I think we get the extensions purely for the reason I want them to be like my lashes, but better. You can look straight. If you can look down. Again straight. We're gonna look down and a bit onto me, and more. Yeah, move your face to me, fully. Like this. And we're gonna look down. Well, look at me. Gonna look down again. Again at me.
Do they all come, the clusters come in different sizes?
They do, yeah, they do. In some of the boxes that you can get, will be all one size. The ones that I use, they start from 8mm and go all the way to 14mm. So you can adjust it. For example, I'm gonna look down. On your eyes, on the outer corner, we have 14mm. Then it changes to 12, 10, and 8. Have a look at me. Great. We're gonna look down and we're gonna fix the eyes in that position. How is the last one feels? Is it okay? Is it not too pokey?
Not too pokey, yeah.
Do you feel it or?
I can feel that it's there, but I think it's just getting used to it. I don't think it's...
Okay, we're gonna look down, we're gonna keep it on, and we're gonna see how you're gonna feel when the glue is gonna dry.
Okay.
If it's gonna be comfortable, we keep it. If it's gonna be uncomfortable, we will remove it. We're gonna do the second eye. Do not run away, please. Now get off me.
Yeah, they look quite fiddly.
They're also very fragile. So one thing you get used to with them is how to get them out of the box without ripping apart.
It takes a lot of patience.
It does.
Yeah.
That's also another reason why it's hard to do them on yourselves.
I guess people, when it comes to them on themselves as well, they don't have quite as much patience to do an hour of makeup.
I think so. But also, it's quite interesting. If you do makeup on yourself often, it gets quicker with time. Again, because you start to know your face and you start to know your products, and it would not take you the same amount of time. When I sit down to do my own makeup and nothing creative, but just like makeup for a day, it takes me about 10-15 minutes. For the evening, 20-25. Whilst on someone it would take me double the time. But on ourselves, after practice and when you are used to it, it takes really, really quick. I'm gonna look down. But to get to that point with ourselves, because we often don't find time for that.
Yeah, in the mornings as well when you're sleepy.
Oh, yes. Look at me. We will wait for them to dry before we're gonna start to apply any mascara on. Could you turn your face a little bit this way? Good. That will be too dark. We don't want it to be that dark. I feel something more rosy for you. You can relax your lips a little bit for me, so just to release them a little bit.
Do you find that lip liner is quite essential to do, or can you do lips without it?
I would say it is essential if you want the lipstick to stay in place and not run away. Loads of women I found do not like standing out lip line. And in this case, you can do a lip liner and then blend it out, but still have it underneath. Will help whatever lipstick you're gonna put on top hold better, stay better, and not run away. There are also quite a lot of really transparent lip pencils, which doesn't have any strong color, that can purely be used just like as a guard for the lipstick, so it stays in place. With the liquid lipsticks that dry out, you can skip a step of lip lining. But also, for example, a liquid lipstick, if you have a thin brush, can be used as a lip liner. Right, we are about ready to do the mascara and then finish off with powder. I'm gonna look down. So it's interesting that makeup artists can actually fight about this. So some would say first do mascara, then apply the lashes. Some would say apply the lashes first, then do mascara. I stay with the ones who say lashes first, then mascara, because what I found that after your lashes are applied and you start to do the mascara, mascara actually helps to blend own lashes with the extensions. So there are no lashes that will stick out, no lashes that will be out of shape. Gonna look down. And that's again something that we want to achieve when we do the lashes, because we don't want it to be like, oh, I have falsies on. It's typically, gonna look up. It's typically, I want my lashes just to look better or thicker or longer, but not like I have a fan on my eyes. So doing the mascara after the lashes makes it look really nice. However, I can understand that, for example, if you have very, let's say, not budget friendly strip lash extensions and you want them to last as long as possible, you would not really want to apply mascara on them, especially every time you apply them on. So I believe there might be an exceptions. But for more natural looking eyes, I strongly believe that mascara is best to be applied after the lash extension's been applied. can look down for me. You got me? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Can I look down for me again? Look at me. Look down. And down and to the right this time. Down to the left. And straight. If you can look up for me. Okay. Now I'm curious myself. Oh yeah. Okay. Shall we?
Yes.
There we go.
Thank you. Oh. Oh wow, I love the cheeks. I have cheekbones.
You do?
Oh wow. Yeah, I absolutely love the eyes.
How the lashes feel? Not too heavy?
They don't. I think at first I was like a bit curious about this one, and then the glue is like set it. So.
And that's it, yeah?
Yeah, it doesn't bother me at all.
Awesome.
If you had to give like a name to the makeup, do you have any like ideas title-wise? What kind do you would call this?
Candy Floss Queen.
Candy Floss Queen. I'm liking it. Okay. Candy Floss Queen.